mechanic I know called me last week. 3 seconds of silence. Then he said, I just watched someone drive off in a $22,000 used car. I had something better sitting right there for $7,500. I felt sick. That person wasting $22,000, that could be you. Right now, today, there are 5 cars sitting on used lots, all under $10,000, so bulletproof, so ignored, that the people who own them laugh every time they pass a dealership. I have spent over 2 decades turning wrenches. I know exactly which cars mechanics buy for themselves. And number 1 on this list, I have been sitting on this pick for over a year, watching, waiting, because once people find out, the prices are gone. Do not skip a single second. Let us start with number 5. Number 5, the Toyota Camry V6, 2007 to 2011. Most people hear Camry and think boring, slow, basic, and that is exactly why you can walk onto a used lot right now and pick one up for $6,000 to $9,000, because most people are sleeping on this car so hard it should be illegal. About 6 months ago, a customer came to me, delivery driver, 400 to 500 miles a week on his car. His old vehicle just died at 180,000 miles, and he needed something that would not do the same thing. He had his eye on a used Honda Accord for $13,000. I pulled up a 2009 Camry V6 XLE, 104,000 miles, $7,200. He looked at me like I had lost my mind. He bought it anyway. He has put 38,000 miles on that car since. You know what his total repair bill has been? 1 set of spark plugs, $60. That's it. Here's why. The engine in that Camry is the 2GR-FE 3.5-liter V6. It produces 268 horsepower. It runs on a timing chain, not a belt. No turbo, no direct injection carbon problems, no complicated systems waiting to fail. It is port-injected, naturally aspirated, and it was built to run forever. RepairPal gives this generation Camry a 4 out of 5 reliability rating. Average annual repair cost sits at $388. That is barely more than 2 oil changes. When you go to look at one, check 3 things. First, look for any signs of oil consumption. Ask for service records and check the dipstick yourself on the test drive. Second, pull the transmission dipstick if you can. Dark or burnt-smelling fluid means the previous owner neglected it. Budget $150 for a flush and move on. Third, get underneath and look for rust, especially if the car came from a northern state. Buy a southern car whenever you can. Bottom line, you are getting a V6 sedan with real power, real reliability, and almost zero maintenance cost for the price of a beater. The only reason these are cheap is because people still think Camry means slow and boring. They have never driven one of these. But if you think the Camry V6 is underrated, wait until you hear what number 4 is, because this next car has something I have personally witnessed 3 times in my career, something that almost no other car can claim. And when I tell you, you are going to wonder why nobody ever pointed you toward it before. Number 4. The Honda Accord V6, 2008 to 2012. I'm going to say something out loud that most car channels never say. In over 2 decades of working on cars, I have personally seen 3 Honda Accord V6 sedans from this era go past 350,000 miles on original engines, on original transmissions. 3 of them. I'm not talking about rumors or YouTube stories. I'm talking about cars that came through my shop, that I put on my lift, that I drove myself. Right now, you can find a clean 2010 Accord V6 EXL with 110,000 miles for $8,500 to $9,800. Meanwhile, people are signing up for $450 a month car payments on 3-year-old vehicles. Do that math slowly and let it sink in. About a year ago, a woman came in. She had inherited her father's 2009 Accord V6. It had 214,000 miles on it. She wanted to know if it was even worth keeping. I put it on the lift, drove it around the block, came back and told her one thing: do not sell this car, ever. The engine is Honda's J35 3.5-liter V6, the same engine family Honda put in the Pilot, the Ridgeline, and the Odyssey. It has been in continuous production across multiple platforms for over 2 decades. Timing chain, no turbo, port injected, one of the most tested and proven V6 engines ever built. The one thing you need to know before buying: the automatic transmission models from 2008 to 2010 need their fluid changed every 30,000 miles. Most owners skip it. If the fluid has never been changed and the car has 100,000 miles on it, negotiate the price down and do a full flush immediately. Do not wait. Also, listen for a brief VTC actuator rattle on cold start, 1 to 2 seconds of light noise that goes away when warm. It is common, it is cheap to fix, and if you ignore it at high mileage, it becomes expensive. Power window regulators are a known weak point on this generation. Budget $150 if one needs replacing. Everything else on this car just works. Now, if the Accord surprised you, number 3 is going to genuinely shock you, because this next car has the lowest annual repair cost of anything in its class. Lower than Civic, lower than Corolla, lower than everything. And I guarantee you were not expecting the name I am about to say. Number 3. The Mazda 3 Skyactive 2.5-liter, 2014 to 2018. In every mechanic shop I have ever worked in, there is always one brand that the guys with real knowledge drive home themselves. Not the brand on the billboards, not the brand with the biggest advertising budget, the brand that just quietly builds a better car. And for the last 10 years, that brand has been Mazda. The 2014 to 2018 Mazda 3 with the 2.5-liter Skyactiv engine is one of the most engineering-forward, reliability-obsessed compact cars ever built. And right now, clean, low-mileage examples are sitting on lots for $8,000 to $10,000. Almost nobody is talking about them. That is a problem for buyers who do not know, and an opportunity for the ones who do. Skyactiv technology gave Mazda a 14:1 compression ratio in a naturally aspirated engine. Engineers from other companies said it could not be done reliably. Mazda did it anyway. The result is an engine that produces excellent power, 35 miles per gallon on a highway, and almost nothing in repair bills. RepairPal puts the Mazda 3 annual repair cost at $286 per year. That is the lowest of any compact car in this segment, lower than the Civic, lower than the Corolla, lower than everything people tell you to buy. When you go to look at one, check the rear wheel arches on Northern State cars for any rust bubbling. Earlier Skyactiv models had some corrosion issues in harsh winters. Look for complete oil change records. This engine loves clean oil, and owners who skip changes cause the only real problems these cars develop. The 2014 and 2015 infotainment systems are a little slow, not a deal breaker, just worth knowing. From 2016 onward, the system is noticeably better. Here is the stat that should end every argument about this car. The Mazda 3 has a lower annual repair cost than a Toyota Corolla. The car that every person on the internet tells you is the gold standard of reliability, the Mazda 3 costs less per year to own. You can buy one right now for under $10,000, and you will spend almost nothing keeping it running. We are in the top 2 now, and I need you to stay with me, because number 2 is a car I almost left off this list entirely, not because it does not deserve to be here, but because once I explain what it offers at this price point, and I tell you the one honest thing you need to know before buying, you are going to understand exactly why the market has not figured this one out yet. Number 2, the Subaru Outback 2.5i, 2010 to 2014. There is a retired engineer who lives 2 towns over from me. He bought a 2011 Subaru Outback for $11,000 back in 2015. All-wheel drive, wagon, naturally aspirated 2.5-liter. He called me last month. He He is at 267,000 miles, 0 major repairs, not one. His exact words were, "I'm going to drive this thing until it hits 400,000 miles or I die, whichever comes first." The 2010 to 2014 Outback with the naturally aspirated 2.5-liter engine, and I want to be very clear, not the turbocharged XT version, is one of the most criminally underpriced vehicles on the used market right now. Clean examples with under 120,000 miles are sitting at $7,500 to $9,500. All-wheel drive, wagon utility, Subaru longevity. At that price, it makes almost no financial sense. The EJ253 2.5-liter flat 4 is simple, proven, no turbo, no intercooler, no complicated forced induction system waiting to fail at 80,000 miles, just a naturally aspirated engine that has documented cases of going well past 250,000 miles with basic maintenance. Now, I am going to be completely honest with you about something, because this is what separates real advice from content that just tells you what you want to hear. The 2010 to 2012 models can develop head gasket seepage at higher mileage, typically past 150,000 miles, if the cooling system was neglected. This is a known issue. It has a known fix. If the gaskets have already been replaced, and many of these cars have had it done, you are buying a car with 0 concerns. If the gaskets are original at 160,000 miles, negotiate $1,500 off the asking price and get it done properly. Problem solved permanently. Check the coolant color before anything else. If it is brown or rusty instead of clean green or orange, the gaskets are seeping, and the previous owner ignored it. Walk away or go very hard on price. Ask for service records showing the repair was done with OEM Subaru coolant conditioner. That is the correct procedure. Test the AWD on a gravel patch. Listen for clicking or binding from the center differential. At $8,000 with all-wheel drive and a wagon bed, there is nothing else on this list at this price that does what this car does. The market has not figured it out. You now have. But the market really has not figured out number 1. And this is the one I have been building toward this entire video. I told you at the start I have been sitting on this pick for over a year. I told you mechanics fight over this one. I am about to tell you why, and I promise you, your reaction is going to be exactly the same as every single person I have ever recommended this car to in person. You are going to push back first, then you are going to listen, then you are going to understand. Number 1, the Toyota Corolla 1.8-liter, 2009 to 2013. I already know, I can hear it. Corolla? That's the big reveal? That's what you have been building toward this whole time? Yes, and here's why. I have been a working mechanic for over 2 decades. In that entire career, I have never once had a 2009 to 2013 Corolla with the 1.8-liter 2ZR FE engine come into my shop for an engine failure. Not once. I have never had one come in for a transmission failure either. I have had them come in for brakes, for tires, for one water pump at 195,000 miles. That is the worst of it. In 20-plus years, that is the worst thing I have seen this engine do. A school teacher bought a 2010 Corolla in 2013 for $9,400. She called me last month. She just crossed 312,000 miles. She has spent $4,200 in total on that car over 11 years of ownership. Tires, brakes, oil changes, one set of spark plugs, a cabin air filter. That is everything. 11 years, 312,000 miles, $4,200. Now do this math. The average new car payment in America right now is $735 per month. That is $8,820 per year, just in payments, before insurance, before maintenance, before anything. This teacher spent $4,200 in 11 years of total ownership. Someone with a new car payment spent that in 6 months, just in payments alone. That math does not exist anywhere else in the used car market. Nowhere. The 2ZR-FE 1.8-liter engine is naturally aspirated, timing chain, VVTi variable valve timing that Toyota has been refining for decades. It makes 132 horsepower. This is not a fast car, but this engine does not care about horsepower. It cares about one thing: running. And it does that better than almost anything else ever built. Repair Pal annual repair cost on this generation Corolla is $362. You can buy a clean 2011 Corolla LE with 95,000 miles right now for $6,800 to $8,500. Drive it for 10 years, spend almost nothing, sell it for close to what you paid because the market always figures out Corolla eventually. When you go to look at one, check for any oil consumption on high mileage examples past 200,000 miles. Check the struts and shocks. At 90,000 to 120,000 miles, they start to soften, and a full set runs about $400. Check the brake pads. Corolla owners tend to stretch their maintenance intervals longer than they should. And buy a Southern car if at all possible. The frame handles rust well, but road salt is road salt. Who should buy this car? Anyone who wants to spend under $9,000 and never think about their car again for the next decade. Anyone who is done with car payments. Anyone who is tired of gambling on unreliable used cars and losing. And anyone smart enough to know that the badge on the trunk does not determine how long the engine lasts. Who should skip it? If you need to tow heavy loads, this is not your car. If you need all-wheel drive, look at the Outback. If you need to impress people with what you drive, the Corolla will not help you there. But if you need a car that simply runs, with no drama, no surprises, and almost no cost, I have never recommended anything better in 20 years of doing this. So there it is, 5 cars, all under $10,000, all proven by real mechanics and real customers, not ads, not sponsored reviews, not dealer incentives. The Toyota Camry V6, a $7,000 car carrying a $22,000 engine. The Honda Accord V6, the car mechanics quietly buy for their own families. The Mazda 3 Skyactive, the lowest annual repair cost in its entire class. The Subaru Outback 2.5i, an all-weather tank priced like it is worthless. And the Toyota Corolla 1.8-liter, the most statistically unstoppable car ever built, sitting on lots right now for under $9,000. Next time a salesperson tries to put you in a $25,000 3-year-old vehicle with a 72-month loan, you now know better. Save this video. Send it to someone who is about to make an expensive mistake. And if this video helped you, subscribe, because next week I am releasing the video I have been the most nervous about making. 5 cars that mechanics personally warn their own families never to buy, no matter how cheap the price looks, no matter what the seller tells you. That one is going to hurt some feelings, and it might save you from the worst financial decision you ever make. Drive smart. Buy smart. I will see you in the next one.